This is the college's audio mixer. We can use this radio mixer not only for doing our TV productions and shows like that, but we can also use it for radio shows. Now I'm just going to talk through how we can use it and the basics you need to know. Now I know we've got an awful lot of dials and information all over here, but I'm just going to go through the key points that you really need to know. First off, this is your master audio, which adjusts any audio down here, and it is the master control of any audio. So let's just make sure you get that in the right spot that you're happy with. Next we have the main adjusters, the main mixers for the audio content that you're going to be creating. At the moment it is on channels 1 to 8 inputs over here, but we can easily adjust these to be any of the 32 others. We don't need to use all of them. All we need to know about is changing the preset, which is input 1 to 8, and moving it over to inputs 9 to 16. This activates the 2 channels that you need to know about for the 2 microphones that are in the gallery. I have put the microphones just here for now, just to show you. I would normally recommend them being positioned behind us, out of the way from the actual mixing desk. So these 2 mics, as I said, I've just put here at the moment. Let's just bring up our mic levels. You'll hear them now. You can see our audio levels just here. You can see my audio levels coming up. In fact, I'm a bit loud on number 15, so I'll just adjust that level just there. Now, what's fantastic on the desk is if you decide that you don't want to be hearing these audio channels at all, you can quickly mute them. Then they're muted, nothing comes through. But you can also obviously quickly unmute it whenever you need it to be and adjust your level appropriately. Okay. Now I'm getting a bit of feedback in here because I have the speakers around in the gallery room. Obviously we can adjust our audio levels for the presenters at the different levels depending on how loud or quiet they are in order to get the correct audio level for our presenters. I'm just going to turn down number 15 and take it away from me because I'm a bit loud. Put that down there safely. Now you've got them talking away about their radio show, and you'll want to be playing audio content. Maybe you'll want to be playing some musical pieces, of course, or you want to play a previous recording of an interview or something like that. Well, you're going to use your USB or an external hard drive. Could be plugged into just here. You plug it into the USB port here. In order to use whatever you've got on here, you press the view button. This brings up an old sort of classic pretend tape player. It's digital, of course, so I don't know why they've chosen that. Just looks nice, I suppose. Now, you can have all your tracks itemized down here in words or letters or numbers that you know about, that you create. And if you do that, that'll make it a lot easier to choose from them. But I've just got a few recordings I've just captured from earlier on. So I can scroll it up or down and choose a different track. I'm just going to choose the first one up there. And I have now here, these buttons all link up to either stop, play, rewind, forward, record, or play track, meaning you can scroll the track up and down to choose one. So I've scrolled it up to the first track at the top. I've also got it play pause, so it's ready to go. So I can easily now press play. But I want to make sure the audio level is good on this one. In order to actually be able to use the audio content from your external drive of some sort, you have to press aux in. So if you press aux in is now these 2 levels here. That means that the audio when you play on here will come out on these 2 tracks. Now they are linked together to make it easier for your good selves. So you can just pull them up and down. You do not press both at the same time because it gets upset. Watch. See, it's stopping me. Doesn't like that. So please do not force it. You only push one at a time, very carefully, get it to the right level. So I think that's probably the right level for this one. And now if I wanted to move over to my audio content and cue out my inputs 9 to 6 of my 2 presenters, I can just say, right, okay, thank you very much. Let's move over to there and then go to input, press play.
This country is to make me happy.
And what makes you happy, Comrade Lazar?
Information.
Now, whilst that is playing, you can put your two presenters on mute, get their levels back up, ready to press for them to start talking.
That's a bit glib, really. Information is information. Like a car is a
And then when you've decided, right, I've had enough with this particular program, you can either fade it down or you could press stop. So if you fade it down, let's try this one. Fade it down, come over to our presenters, unmute them, and they immediately start. Whoa, and they immediately start to talk. Yeah, so we can fade. I have to keep my levels quite low because of the speakers being so near. Move it back a bit. See, that helps. Not a lot. There we go. Okay. In the meantime, this program, this audio content program, is still playing in the background, so I can stop it just there. And whilst my presenters are talking, I can scroll down to the next audio track that I want. And I found the one at the bottom, I think it is. I can press that, and that's pause. So you have to make sure that you get get all of your audio content in the right position. Do not have too much time, but don't have it starting straight away. So say about a couple of seconds is prepped up, ready to go. So I've got my presenters talking away. I want to be playing my audio track straight off, so I can get that queued up. And I want to bring my audio level on that one so that it starts playing straight away. And then say, right, the presenter's finished talking.
Bolt of energy to the ailing flying business. Share prices took off in airlines and engine manufacturers.
And if your presenters are talking very loud, you can mute them off very quickly
People dare to dream of a
in order to continue.
2021.
So we're going to record on this Tascam external recorder. I've plugged it in. It's getting all the audio content that's coming from here straight into the digital recorder. You have to push down a button on the side just here, hold it down for a few seconds, then it will come on. It says to you, you're using an external power source. That's what this wire is about. Yes, I am. I do not want to use batteries. There aren't any in here. It turns itself on. In this case, it's asking for a date and time. I'm just going to say yes because I'm not really that bothered. There we go. So now it's all turned on and it's ready to go. There we go. So it's receiving the audio straight from the actual mixer desk. You can see my audio levels coming up and down just here, which are very good. So long as that audio level stays around about that point just there. There's a marker there to help you. Then you know you're getting good audio. You have to be aware of when it peaks because you'll see a flashlight just there. And if that is on all the time, you know that you're getting a very high level. So you don't want that. And you can adjust. Because it's coming into one, you can adjust the audio level and bring it right down. And in fact, you can mute it altogether. So there's no recording whatsoever. I'm going to bring it back up to a reasonable level, just about here, and that's fine. So once you've got your desk all sorted out and ready to go, and you're ready to start recording, literally, you just press the record button. You get the full red light on there, and now that is operating and recording. You can see the amount of seconds that are trundling past just there as well. So let's get something up on the desk to play at the same time. I'm going to go over to play here. So there you go. You can see the audio coming through here just fine. I'm also getting feedback because I'm still getting audio from the two mics. Just turn those off for a moment. When you finish recording, you just press at the top. It has a square just there. Press stop and it stops recording. That's all finished then. When you're finished, push the hold button down and it will turn itself off and off it goes.